What's up, all? How's it going? Thanks for tuning into Nerdology 5280. I'm Jamie, and I'm your nerdologist for this video. As you know, or if you don't, earlier in the weekend I posted a little non-spoiler review of Turtles. I kind of figured I want to do another short little video, but just diving a little bit more into some of the spoilers and some of the things that happened in the movie and review it a little more with that. So, I guess without further ado, let's just dive in. If you haven't seen it yet, please go check out another video. Come back after you've seen it. Watch this. It was one of those videos, as I've said. In movies, it wasn't. I didn't like it very much. I mean, it was better than the first. I mean, which isn't hard to do because I didn't like the first. The plot was very, very simple. It was the four turtles, like usual. You had all four of them. If you didn't notice, they all looked a little bit different in this movie, just because their body sizes they changed with them a little bit and all that stuff. It kind of fit their profiles more. But the story was basically them trying to go against Shredder and the Krang, which Shredder, you know from the first video, the Krang is an alien being from, it's called Dimension X, which Dimension X I won't dive into. Hopefully they'll dive into that more with the next movie if they do it. We'll see. I don't know, but I will give it to them there. They were spot on. The Krang was badass, and the robot that the Krang leader was in was sick. It wasn't perfect, but it was from the original TV show, and that's what I grew up on, was the original TV show and how that incorporated. If you haven't seen that yet, there was a lot of not spoilers, but Easter eggs regarding that whole entire TV show and things that they brought to it. But the story, that's basically what it revolved around, was them attacking the Krang and try to keep them from opening up the portal from Dimension X to bring in their armies, basically. The Technodrome, which it looks like a mini planet that can destroy the Earth, is what you can kind of consider it was, which was cool. It was like a big puzzle. It was kind of interesting how it was brought in, but it was cool that they were bringing it in and they kind of gave that little nod to it. As for the rest of the movie, Casey Jones, Stephen Amell, I'm a big fan of. He was very underutilized in here. He wasn't the hardcore hockey player like he was in previous movies or previous iterations that you know him of. Here he was just he seemed soft to me. He was a police officer, didn't really do too much, in the movie. I mean, he liked Megan Fox's April O'Neil in there. Hey, come on. Any straight guy, whatever. But he just didn't really fit. They didn't really utilize him to what they could have, and I was disappointed in there. I do like Casey Jones. I've been a big fan, but he was very underutilized for what they could have done. April O'Neil was April O'Neil. It was all about her tits bouncing everywhere and skimpy clothes and her doing her thing. I mean, it's Megan Fox. What do you expect? Really? I mean, it's a Michael Bay film. Well, not Michael Bay. He had his hands, in it, but it wasn't completely Michael Bay because it was less explosions, all that stuff, if you didn't tell. A couple other things, the turtle van, which was a garbage truck. Nice little nod to the back. The hands, the flailing, that was funny when you saw it, but I don't know. I think it was something they could have done without. I mean, there was other things they could have used on it that would have been better off. It was kind of just a little gimmicky type bullshit part to it. Bebop and Rocksteady, perfect for the original show, stuff like that. The way they looked, the way they started out, and the way they acted, I wasn't a big fan of. I'm not no most wrestlers. I'm not a big fan of most. So that's what I'm saying is most. But they were awesome. They were awesome throughout the movie. As you know, of course they got captured at the end and defeated by the turtles. Same with the Crane getting defeated and Shredder. Who knows where he's at? Is he still on the Technodrome, frozen like he was? Is he gone? Who knows? We'll see what the next movie has to do. But overall, the movie it lacked a lot of what it could have been, and they teased a lot of it, but they didn't come through with what they could have done overall in the movie. Also, it was too much for one movie. And the one character I didn't talk about, Baxter Stockman, yeah, I liked him. He was nerdy, fit well. Too Not too soon. They should have introduced him in a different movie and then moved him into then they could have went to the Krang and all that. There's so much they could have done with Baxter Stockman. There's some, these little Mauser robots from the original one, which is incredible, part of the TV show that I loved, and they didn't do really anything with that or anything at all. And I was kind of just disappointed on how underutilized he was too in what he could have done. I mean, yeah, he helped do what he needed to do, but hey. But without any more rambling, I just don't want to keep going on and on about it. Overall, the movie was just very disappointing. I don't give ratings. I'm not going to give a rating because an opinion's an opinion. Everyone's going to have their opinion. They love it, hate it. It's okay. It's whatever. Every person. So I'm not giving a 5 stars or 1 out of 10 or no, that's not me. And you won't see that on any of my reviews. But overall, it was meh, whatever. It's a Michael Bay somewhat film with turtles that look like they're in steroids. Splinter looked awesome. He didn't get used that much in this movie, from what I saw, or from what I saw. Wow, he didn't get used much in this movie, but overall, it's just yeah. So, anyways, if you like this video, please hit that like down below. Hit the subscribe to know when I drop more videos. I got a lot of shit coming out these next couple weeks. A lot of different stuff on this video. If you haven't yet, go follow me on my Nerdology 5280 gaming channel. And that's with a space between the two. Everything else is down below. The link for that is even down below. So do that. Drop me a comment. You have any questions, let me know. Follow me Twitter, all that stuff. But hey, as always, don't forget to unleash your inner nerd. Peace.